Get it.
What's going on, beer lovers? Welcome to another episode. I'm Justin.
I'm Jeff, and today we're in Anaheim, California, literally 3 blocks away from my house at Unsung Brewing Company. When I moved here to Anaheim, it quickly became one of my favorite breweries in the area. We've tried tons of their beers at different festivals, and today we decided we needed to come here and show this awesome brewery to you guys, the fans.
Now with the temperature getting hot in summer, it's time for some cold beers. Jeff, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's have some beer.
Alright guys, get ready, because here's your history lesson on Unsung Brewing Company. This brewery started in 2015 by founder Mike Crea. He grew up, just as many young boys grow up, a huge superhero fan. He was into comic books, he was into superheroes, he was into all the same stuff that we know and love as kids. Well, when he grew up, he became a certified Cicerone, super into beer, wanted to fuse the two things that he loved the most, superheroes and beer. And thus, 2015 comes and Unsung is born. This place has now been open almost 3 years, and this has quickly become one of my favorite Orange County breweries. They are constantly coming out with new, innovative beers. There's always something new to try when you show up here. In fact, a lot of the beers that we got today are super, super new. And the atmosphere is awesome. There's people playing games over by us. There's people hanging out, just drinking beer. Right next door is the packing house in Anaheim, which is super famous as well. It's just a great area, great brewery, and great beer. So enough talking, let's get started.
All right guys, so my first beer up is gonna be the Buzzman. So I don't know if you've spied on Jeff's shirt, but he has a Buzzman shirt that he's wearing. Maybe he likes it, but I've never tried it. It's 5.2% in American Mutant Ale. It's a cream ale, but this looks delicious. I love my cream ales. I've gotten a lot into them since I've been, dating the girl I've been dating and, hanging out with her family who's English, so this is gonna be a good drink. Cheers, guys. Ooh. A good cream ale is all about the mouthfeel. You want that like coaty, like creamy texture on your tongue, and this thing delivers. It's not overly heavy, but there's a lot of flavor there. Good, minor graham cracker, toasting to it, but it's just all there, everything you want. It's just crisp, refreshing, a little creamy, a little textury, and then it just goes away. Really nice, really light, and a good start to the day.
Well guys, my first beer up is part of their Nebuloid series. If you've been watching the show for a while, you know that we are huge fans of Unsung, and they come out with a hazy series about once every few months, and we've reviewed almost all of them. This one's no different. This is called Pyxis. It's a hazy pale ale at 5.8%. It's got the great, bright, light, hazy color to it. I am really excited to get down on this beer. I've loved the Nebuloid series, so here we go. Cheers. Wow. never ceases to amaze me just how incredible it is to see how brewers utilize the oils and hops to extract these incredible flavors. This thing is straight up citrus. I'm getting lime, I'm getting orange, I'm getting grapefruit. It's light, it's bright, it's soft on the tongue. That 5.8% gives it a really high drinkability. This is probably the most drinkable of the Nebuloid series I've had so far. It's just, you know, you can have 4 or 5 of these, you're still feeling okay, and especially now that it's summertime, it's really hot in California. This is definitely a beer I would reach for.
Alright guys, so next up I have Emmer. This is an American wheat ale, 5.4%. One of the last ones they have of this, but you know, wheat ales, really good stuff. I'm kind of sticking light today, I don't know why, but they're just intriguing me. It's that hot summer day. Cheers.
It's just like people always have to know, like, it looks like somebody cobbled together.
You get a little piney, it's not really as weedy or as, you know, like,
I feel like
when you're thinking weedy and, you know, everyone kind of compares it to Blue Moon and blah, blah, blah. That's the kind of the, you know, standard, if you will. But, I mean, this is just a little bit different. It's more of a pale ale. It's more of a piney, you know, woodsy walk instead of, you know, what you would expect for a wheat ale. That being said, it's not disappointing, it's just different than I was expecting. So, 5.4 is still very good, very drinkable, and once you know what it is, it's really tasty.
Okay guys, the next beer up is one of their regular beers. This is one of their most popular. It's called Anthea. This is a 7.1% India Pale Ale, and I'm gonna just let you in on a secret. I've tried this before. In fact, I've tried it many, many times, and I wanted to review it anyways because I want you guys to know about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dig in. Here we go. Cheers. Wow. This is different. Can't really put my finger on it. It's got the great, like, tropical flavors in it from the hops. You're getting like a little bit of melon, a little bit of peach, stuff like that. This one though, I will tell you, normally I'm used to a little bit of a hoppy bite at the end, and I'm getting more sweet malt. Not sure how long they've had this on tap. Yeah, there's a bite in there. You just kind of have to look for it. I'm getting more malt than anything else, so, and the tropical flavors. Still really good beer. I would say make sure that if you get your hands on this, you get one of their canned ones. If you get a chance, check Unsung. There's a very high likelihood that you'll be able to get your hands on a can. Those are probably guaranteed to be more fresh, and you can check the canning date on them. This, I'm guessing, is probably a keg that's finishing up, so it's probably not what it was when it was fresh. But, you know, still a good beer.
So, let me let you know a little secret on how we work. When we get here, we do a little draft, we pick our favorite beers on the board. I picked this one originally because, well, it's part of the Incubator series, but it's the number 69. Come on. Come on. Come on. Regardless, this is their Brut IPA. It's 7.1%, and now this isn't brute like, you know, brute force, like, you know, B-R-U-T-E. This is B-R-U-T as in like fine champagne from France. This is, you know, your brunch beer, I'm assuming, your brunch IPA, B-R-U-T IPA. Now let's see how it goes down my T-H-R-O-A-T. Cheers. Wow. Now, when you think of a good champagne, you're thinking, you know, light, you know, drinkable, your brunch, you know, those kind of drinks you can just tilt back, and this is it. 7.1%, you'd think it's a little more boozy than it is. It's not. It's a very well done, like, West Coast style IPA. Not overly hoppy, but still, you know, just good well-rounded flavors. Finishes very cleanly, very nicely. A little hop bitterness on there, and it's just so drinkable. It is probably one of my favorite beers from Unsung that we've had, including the Nebuloid series, which are some phenomenal hazies, but this may take the cake.
So there are many drinkers out there that aren't fans of beer. In fact, they like wines or what I hear often is rosé. Well, I got something for you. It's called brosé. This is a oatmeal stout. It's 5.5%, and it is dark as night. I need a little bit of a palate cleanse, so let's see how this works out. Cheers. Ooh. Oh yeah. Super soft, super rich, like chocolate flavor in this. The body's not super heavy, which I really like. There's not like that sharp bite of a bitter finish that I've been getting out of a lot of stouts lately. I mean, this is mellow. You can keep going back to it, and it doesn't really interrupt your palate at all. Is it extravagant? Is it any type of like crazy recipe? No, it's simple. But sometimes simple is the best thing. And when it comes to stouts, I would say this ranks in the top of them.
All right, guys, so next up I have Citrique. I have no clue how to say it. That's how good it's getting over here. But it's 6.5%, another IPA, another clear one, but you know, after the Brut, I'm really, really happy. I want to see how this one goes down. Cheers. Ooh. Now this is one of their standard beers that they have all the time here, and you can see why it's a standard and it's a staple. The lemon, the lychee that you get off of the flavors, it's really, really good. It's pronounced. It's not overwhelming though. You get a good amount of body, a little bit amount of bitterness. It's not, you know, like really, really hoppy monstery, but it's, you know, drinkable. It's easy. It's everything you want in a nice summer beer. You know, light, bright, citrusy flavors, lychee flavors, those good tropical flavors, and it all comes into this. It is so crisp, clean, and refreshing. I just want to have about 2 more of these and fall into the sand.
Well, the next beer up is something that normally I'm not too fond of, but Unsung is known for turning me around to a bunch of different flavors. This is called Limey. This is a Goes with mango and lime at 4.5%. It's got a great color to it. It's almost, you know, staring at it, it almost looks like just a like bright, unfiltered IPA. But I know there's something else waiting in this glass for me, so here we go. Cheers. Ooh. Wow. Holy crap. That is weird, but it's awesome. Oh my god. How do I describe this to you guys? Okay. In a nutshell, it's a lime and mango beer. But to get into a little bit more detail, I would say that it's got a level of tartness that you would expect from a Goes, and it's the lime flavor that really pulls that tartness out. But as soon as it really gets to like biting at your tongue, the thing that I'm not super fond of, the mango comes in and really just mellows it right out. It's like you're waiting for it, the train's coming, you're on the tracks, and then it just chills out right before it hits you. That's this. It's really refreshing. I kind of wish I was hanging out by a pool drinking this. This would be a much better substitute than a margarita. This is kind of like mango margarita, I guess you could say. So yeah, if you're not into beer, but you like margaritas, try Limey. It's good.
Alright guys, so my last beer is going to be the Sanso. It's a rice lager at 5%. Now, they have a lot of easy drinking beers on tap right now, and because as we're recording this, the World Cup's going on and they're having watch parties here for Mexico and all the other teams that are in it in the mornings. And I mean, people want those light drinking beers that they can, you know, just double fist every time their team scores a goal. I'm not going to annoy you guys with that, but I mean, I was recommended Sanso by a couple people, and rice lager, I'm thinking, okay, how impressive is a rice lager going to be? Well, let's find out. Cheers. Oh. I don't think they carry sake here, but you don't need it. This is This is not a sake bomb type of beer. You don't need something hiding up the flavor of this. It's no Sapporo, no Kirin. This thing is just an amazing, tasty, crisp, light beer. You know, forget all those other rice lagers brewed by big companies. Sanso is where it's at. I just want a nice big plate of sushi, you know, just throw some sashimi down my gullet and give me enough of these until I'm, you know, just rolling out of the sushi bar happy. You know, that's a perfect day for me. And Sanso has now changed my idea of what a perfect day can be, because this is an amazing beer. Forget all those other rice beers. Don't need them. This is the one you're going for.
Well, I'm down to my final beer. I'm gonna give you a hint of what I'm drinking. It's kind of on my shirt. Is it Buzzman? No. It's a one-off series. It's called Coffee Buzzman. This is 5.2%. It's a coffee cream ale. Buzzman has got to be one of my favorite beers here at Unsung, and I don't think I've tried this one yet. So coffee and Buzzman? Hell yeah, let's do it. Cheers. Ooh. Fantastic coffee notes right on the nose. It just smells like a fresh ground bag of coffee. Oh. How would I describe this, guys? Wow. Well, it's good. I'll tell you that, it's really good. How would I describe this? This is... It's weird. All right, let me start over. Guys, this coffee is really weird. Normally with coffee beers, you're typically drinking like a coffee stout, coffee IPA, sometimes I guess a coffee blonde or a cream ale. I mean, it happens. But usually that coffee flavor really like overwhelms the entire thing, and really it just tastes like coffee, alcoholic coffee, in my opinion. Which, by the way, it always trips me out that, you know, the coffee grounds don't turn this dark. This is pretty transparent, if you ask me. But this isn't quite just coffee and beer. This is coffee and it's cream ale. It's soft, it's smooth on the mouth. You get the coffee flavors, you even kind of get like a little bitter finish to it that is very coffee related. But yeah, man, it's really weird. I don't know what else to say. I really like it. Buzzman's probably still my favorite because it's the OG, but this is a fun variation. I enjoy it a lot.
All right, guys, so I have been pulled into service to review one more beer on Jeff's request. The reason why is because he loves this beer. And the funny thing is, it's a sour. Yeah, that's right. It is called Screwberry. It's 4.5%. It's a kettle sour. Strawberry flavors, blueberry favors, and blueberry flavors. But, you know, I'm not the biggest sour fan. That's the words I'm expecting to hear from Jeff's mouth. But he didn't say that. He said, you need to try this beer. I love it. Okay, I guess I'll try it then. Cheers, guys. I can see why he loves it, because, you know, if you're looking for big funky flavors, sorry guys, find something else to drink. But this is, you know, just, you know, candy goodness. You get like berry flavors all over your tongue, all over your mouth. It's like drinking, I don't know, like an old Capri Sun, you know. It's like you get those good fruit flavors, it goes down easily, a little fizzy, and, you know, just so drinkable and refreshing. You know, that's probably the best way to classify adult Capri Sun. It is tasty, it's refreshing, and, you know, not overly tart, not overly sour, but, you know, you don't need to be. At 4.5%, extremely drinkable, and I can see why Jeff likes it. I like it too. Alrighty guys, so we tried all the beers here at Unsung. Well, most of them. And now it's time to rank our favorites. Jeff, you go first. Which one was your top of the day?
Well, Justin, we tried a lot of beers today. They have like their normal like rotation of beers, and to be honest with you, those are usually my favorite. Citra and Anthea, like that's why I keep coming back to Unsung, is those two beers. Buzzman as well, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Citra, Anthea, Buzzmen, those are my homies. They're my BFFs.
I was about to say, you're neglecting the guy on your shirt.
Yeah. They're my favorite superheroes. And by the way, yes, they have superhero drawings of each of those beers. Really freaking cool. But let's talk a little bit about the beers that I tried today. So one of the beautiful things about Unsung is that they have their normal rotation, and then they have what they call an incubator series, which basically it's all their small batch beers. And one thing I love about this place is I can literally come every couple of weeks and there's a whole new set of different beers to try. And I got to try a bunch of them today, which was super pleasant. Now, you guys saw Justin try Screwberry. You know I'm not a huge sour fan, but I love the shit out of that beer. So I told Justin, I was like, you know what, dude? You know I don't like sour, so if you're gonna try a sour, you need to try this beer before we go further. So he tried that. That is honestly, that's probably one of my favorites here at Unsung, and I actually do hope it kind of makes it into a regular rotation here, because especially during the summer, it'd be super refreshing. The coffee Buzzman was awesome. It was super unique. It was very like coffee and cream ale, like two separate entities.
I'm sorry,
like,
cream and what?
Coffee. So I really like that one. The Nebuloid series Pyxis was also very, very good. I mean, I might have to take a crowler home of that. I think that'd be a great like bottle share beer or can share beer. But to be honest with you, I love Unsung because they're a brewery that tries different flavors, and I'll look at something and be like, I don't know if I like this or not, or if I would like this or not, but I trust them. They're like that best friend that tells you to do something stupid, and they go, trust me, and I trust them. And sure enough, they made a goes called Limey, and that is my beer of the day. It's got fantastic lime flavor. That mango mellows out the tartness, so it's not like, you know, hurting my jowls. It's super refreshing and perfect for summer. So I really, really love this beer. Justin, what about you, man?
Well, I find it funny that you picked Limey and he has a pirate beard, but you know, there's so many good beers here at Unsung. It is hard to choose. It was hard for me to choose.
So hard.
Because I was really hard. Okay, I digress. That was something completely different. But there's a lot of hard decisions to make when it came to picking a favorite beer. And I came down between two. Not to say that the others weren't great, they were. But two really stood out in my head, and I just was racking my brain back and forth, trying to figure out which one I wanted more of. And that was the Brut IPA and the Sansa. Now the Brut IPA, I was thinking, you know, I could, you know, talk about how bougie it is, and oh, I want to have a champagne and blah blah blah. And 7.5%, it is delicious, it's amazing, I love it, but Sanso, good gosh. I mean, when the bartender's telling you drink Sanso and, you know, maybe you should try this, take their advice. That's just a general, you know, good fact of life. I wasn't looking at this beer until Spencer told me, you know, to drink this beer and try it out, because I was like, rice lager 5%, okay, why not? I just felt like it was going to be a throwaway. This isn't a throwaway, this is the favorite of the day. It's crisp, it's refreshing. It has every, you know, good body, good flavors, and just so perfectly crisp and clean on the finish. It is my favorite rice lager I've ever tasted. I mean, throw away all those other, you know, stuff from Japan, big, you know, American rice lagers. Who needs any of those? This is where it's at, this is where it's going to be at. And Sanso, my new favorite as far as a lager is concerned. Easy, drinkable, and I don't know why I don't have a case of this in my house right now.
Honestly, guys, Sanso, if you have sushi with you, that's the beer.
Yeah.
That's the beer.
You know, just a thing of this, and like I said, a thing of this and a thing of sushi, I'm a happy man, I'm ready to die. It's a perfect last meal.
You're too young, man. You're too young.
It's a good last meal. After having a glass of this and some really, really good sushi, it's like, I'm content with life.
Yeah, you're at peace. I get you. I get you. Well, guys, Justin and I are gonna just kick back, enjoy the rest of our beers, and we'll see you in a bit.
We'll talk to you later. Alrighty guys, so that'll do it for us from Unsung Brewing in Anaheim, California.
Thank you so much, Spencer and Mike. We had a great time here, as we always do. Had some really awesome new beers to try. Enjoyed them all, and guys, if you've never been to Unsung, you have to check this place out. This is a total SoCal brewery destination. On top of that, if you're viewing this before August 11th, you need to make it here for their anniversary. They have come out with some amazing beers over the last couple of years, and it's definitely worth a try, and from what I hear, their celebration here is off the chain.
And if you don't make it for that one, make sure you mark your calendars for the next August 11th. Now guys, if you love this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and let us know down in the comments what your thoughts are of Unsung and where you think we should go next. So until next time, I'm Justin.
I'm Jeff, and we'll see you again on Let's Have Some Beer. Cheers.